So you guys might be interested, in sort of the charging and how much that costs. So in this video, I'll sort of go over the charging costs, generally speaking, for most Tesla owners, and how much it costs me. So, typically, you'll be driving your Tesla. Oh, like I'm out of charge. I need to go to Supercharger, right? So Tesla conveniently has this button where it'll basically show you all the Superchargers on the map, and mind you, there's a lot of them, right? And so, is charging affordable at these Superchargers? The answer is yes and no. As you can see, we're gonna head over to this charger right now, but there's an obvious problem, right? There's no stalls available. And so in densely populated areas like where I'm at right now, let's say the Malibu area, and plenty of people own Teslas here, you'll run into this issue often where I'm at the Supercharger, but it's full. What do I do? Tesla is going to start addressing these issues, or they have started, by implementing more Superchargers and whatnot. But when you want to sort of see how much it costs, Tesla conveniently shows you like, oh, okay, basically during the day, it's double the price. It's 42 cents a kilowatt hour, whereas at night, it's half the price, 21 cents a kilowatt hour. And, the average cost of electricity in Los Angeles, this is for Los Angeles, is about 22 cents a kilowatt hour. So if you guys own a Tesla and you guys want to sort of charge at the Superchargers, sort of as your main method of charging, it's definitely doable. And it's definitely affordable, but there's 1, 2, 3 or 4 stalls available, but it's possible they're maybe just not working. Here are the charging costs per kilowatt hour. It's a different metric. It's not like, oh, how much does it cost for a gallon of gas? This is something people are gonna have to get used to. Supercharging is affordable, definitely, if you charge off peak. I mean, if you're paying like 45 to 50 cents a kilowatt hour, I don't think that's the most affordable thing in the world. I honestly think it's pretty comparable to sort of the gas prices that we're seeing right now. But again, these Superchargers are more meant for when you're on road trips and whatnot. I know there's a lot of controversy behind oh, supercharging will damage your battery and whatnot, but Tesla's done extensive research on this, and that's simply not true. Of course, if you're maybe charging to 100% on Superchargers every day, then you can't defy the laws of physics. But batteries get degraded. It's just how batteries work. I live in an area where I don't have access to an outlet or a regular charger, so I have to look for public charging. And so what do? Here, let me sort of give you some insight on where I charge. You guys can see this is Department of Water and Power for Los Angeles, and conveniently they have a 50 kilowatt supercharger back there. And and as you can see, there's a Bolt, and there's also a Nissan charging actively. But basically, this 50 kilowatt charger only has a CHAdeMO and a CSS1 plug, so you would need to get an adapter. It'd be trickier, but it's free. As you guys can see, this is one of those free chargers that most people have access to. It's called a Volta, and these are installed, at least in SoCal, I know, these are installed at basically all supermarkets and whatnot. So these are super convenient. As you can see, this Tesla's charging to J1772. Standard level 2 charger, it'd probably get you like 6 to 12 kilowatts of charge. So that's really good if you guys want to save money on that. As you guys can see over here, we have more of those Volta chargers. So you can see, guys, like we're at the mall, we're at a Macy's. But these are, your standard level 2 chargers. You can see we got some other EV charging up. They're not super fast, but they definitely get the job done, and they're free. So this is sort of another trick that I use to sort of get free charge. While making this video, I came across this Chrome Model 3, and it sort of blew my mind away. So I thought I had to include it in this video. Leave a comment and let me know what you guys think about that. So now you guys want to know the trick. How do I get free charge? Well, I'm about to show you right now. So at least where I live, Los Angeles County, SoCal, California, The city has installed free level 2 chargers throughout. There's not many of them, honestly. And being that this area is just densely populated with people, and also there's a lot of electric cars, you know? So a lot of these people, especially in these areas where there's tons of apartments, you know, they don't have access to chargers. So they rely on chargers like the one that I'm going to show you. So it's basically right here. It's on a power pole. I'll get out of the car and show you guys, but it's, you know, your generic level 2 charger. And I'll show you how much charge I can get out of it in terms of like the charging speed and whatnot. The first thing you gotta do, open your charge port. And as you can see back there, through that stupid reflection, it's open. Next, let's go to the charger. This is a big secret. You just find a level 2 charger here. These are installed by the city, ladwp.com/EV, and it's just free power, just tied into a basic electrical pole, and I just leave it on the street. In terms of how much power I get, we can go check. So this is a charging speed I'm getting from this free charger installed by the city, right? It's a level 2 charger. It's putting out 8 kilowatts on a, I'm assuming it's a 40 amp circuit, but it says it's putting out 32 amps, which makes sense. So, yeah, you know, this is pretty good for level 2. Level 2 can definitely go up to like maybe 12 or 20 kilowatts. But, you know, for this charging speed and it being free, I'm happy, you know. You can say your charge current. I've never really played with that, but I guess the SR Plus maxes out at 32 amps for the inverter, the onboard inverter. So this is pretty good. So that's it for this video. If you guys have any sort of comments, questions, concerns, you know, feel free to leave a comment, and let's get some free charge.